Hey everybody, it's Kathy Weiss. Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm coming to you live from my reading room here on the Central Coast of California with a bonus channeled message and universal card draw. And it has been quite a while since we've had a bonus message with the whole it's not quite 8 o'clock in the morning, got no makeup going on, kind of woo, hair flying all over the place situation. And the lighting's kind of weird because it's overcast. But I'm super fired up and I'm excited to go. And it's one of those, let's just let things be a little bit messy and awkward, because this needs to happen and it needs to happen right now. And so I know 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning is a super awkward time for a live video because people are headed to work or getting their kids to school or just waking up into their day. And so chances are not a lot of you are going to see this live, but when you do watch this video, whenever, if you have questions or comments, put them down here and I will totally get back to you. And if what I'm talking about today speaks to you and you want to just let us know what that is, what kind of caught your attention or what part resonated with you, same thing. Other people want to know that this is landing with you and them and that we're all in it together type stuff. So it has been a while since our last bonus message, and I am being guided to tell you a little story about why that is. So yesterday was Tuesday, and I was just kind of in one of those moods, kind of frustrated, kind of anxious, kind of cranky pants is the best way I can put it. And so I was kind of ruminating, first of all, as a highly sensitive intuitive, where I can feel subtle energy and interpret subtle energy, not only from your physical body, but from events in the world and from spirit guides and subtle energy from other layers of the universe. I always ask myself when I'm feeling anxious and cranky and moody, if it's mine or not, and it takes time and practice. If you're an empath or an intuitive, it does take time and practice. But I have gotten to a place where I can distinguish if it's mine or not. And yesterday, 100% all me. It was all me. And so I wanted to kind of sit with where is this coming from? What's going on? Is it just perimenopause? Because that's where I'm at in life. Or is it something else? And it was a little bit of both. And I was really ruminating on some things. And one was this phrase that we hear, you can't have everything. And I was like, well, I don't want everything. But can I have everything that my heart desires? And I get this resounding yes. We live in an abundant universe, and we are designed to attract everything that our heart desires. We can have everything we want. We get hung up on the word everything because we think it means everything. And I know I don't want everything. I know I do not want to be a star basketball player. I know that I do not want a 5,000 square foot home. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms is plenty for me and my family. I know I don't want a fancy Lamborghini sports car or something like that. I don't want those things. And so to not get hung up on that, and I know the way law of attraction works and the way prayer works and the way all of that works is that the moment I ask for what my heart desires, it's it manifests, it comes. Sometimes instantly and sometimes it takes time. But so the thing is to ask and then use our creative power to believe and create it. And so the reason why we haven't had a bonus message in a while, because I asked, by the way, I kind of got quiet and asked, I'm why haven't I been receiving bonus messages lately? And the answer was, because you haven't asked for one. Okay, so number one, y'all, my bad. But also I'm human, right? And this is how we learn and grow and expand. If I want to deliver a bonus message, all I have to do is ask for one. Okay. And one that cracks me up because it's just so sweet and sincere. And I can also look back on the last couple of weeks and see where I was using my creative energy. And part of where I was using my creative energy was I was feeling like I needed a break and some time off. And so I created a last minute trip to Disneyland. Like, not even joking. It was like, Wednesday, I said, hey, let's do this. Friday, it was like, yeah, for sure, we're doing it. And the next Tuesday, we had left and gone off to Disneyland. And so that's where my creative energy and my belief was. Like, I believed that we could create that experience, and I put all of my energy into making it happen. And so I realized to do a bonus message for you, all I have to do is ask for it and believe that it's coming. So totally did that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and get quiet and receive today's message. And then I'm going to pull a card from the Mother Mary Oracle deck, which is a deck that I love. It's really sweet and loving messages that are really, I feel like, clear and concise and able to be easily understood by everyone. And then as I kind of sat and got quiet, I heard the word Three of Wands, which is a tarot card. And if you have been watching or following along with me the last couple of months, I always pull from oracle decks, not tarot cards. And I heard the word Three of Wands. And so I had to go, by the way, I do own two tarot decks. And this one is called the Medieval Scapini Tarot. And this was gifted to me in my early 20s. And I just dropped the word perimenopause, so you can know for sure that my early 20s was a long time ago. And I didn't know how to use the deck, and I didn't understand the deck other than that I was interested in this type of energy work. And so yeah, the cards are shuffled because I've opened it and looked at them, but I've never really used it. It's fascinating that today, more than 20 years later, I felt compelled to get it out and use it, and to pull out the Three of Wands. And so here is the image that comes with this deck. And I'm just going to point out a couple things that stood out to me when I first looked at the image. So we see these three guys climbing upwards, and that they are attached to each other with this beautiful golden rope. And even the guy who's at the top leading the way, he's also being guided and supported by someone above him in this team. So I did have to look up the meaning of the Three of Wands, because tarot and oracle are different. And so all tarot decks, while the artwork is going to be different, generally the meanings of each card is the same. So the Three of Wands, and I wrote notes because, I'm a dork and I just want to make sure that I get it right for you. The Three of Wands represents achievement, fresh starts, long-term success, and partnerships. And so long-term success and achievement are often the result of wonderful, healthy partnerships. And partnerships does not necessarily mean romantic relationships. And so when I looked at the card and I saw these three climbers attached to themselves, they're in two different roles. The first role is one of being supported by the person above. And so if this guy down here in red were to slip and fall, non-judgmentally and compassionately, the supporter is going to be like, I got you, bro. We're going to help you get back on track and help you get back to climbing and bring you up. And it's a true healthy partnership when the supporter isn't like, what the F, dude? Get your crap together. Why am I always the one that has to grab you and bring you up here? That's not a healthy supportive partnership. A healthy supportive partnership is one that's like, whoops, you slipped and fell. I'm here for you. I'm going to get you back on track. And then we are sometimes the supported. Sometimes we're the one that slips and falls, or we're the one that's here, but we don't know how to go from where we are up to the next level. And so the person who has gone before us, the person who's gone before us is like, oh, you totally got this. You just need to step here and put your hand there and reach there, and you'll be right up here with me. And even that person is being guided and supported by someone who has climbed before them and is pointing out and guiding the way. So this card came to us today, to both you and me, to remind us that there are times when we are in each of these roles, and not to be afraid to, number one, be the person who's like, I'm stuck, I'm lost, I'm scared, I don't know how to get there. I want to get there. I know, I think I have an inkling that I can get there. I just need someone to show me the way. But especially as women, we get sort of like, or maybe men too. I'm living in a woman's body, in a woman's brain. And so I really understand the world from that perspective. But as a woman, and I know from my own life and from what I witness from other women, is that we get afraid to reach out to those women who have gone before us and who can show us the way, because we think they're going to judge us for not being there, or we think they're going to judge us like that we're not smart enough or not good enough or not blah, blah, blah enough. And so I'm not going to ask, or we're not going to ask that person who's gone before us for help out of that fear of judgment or whatever. Or sometimes we get stuck because we think, I'm not going to be able to reach that next place unless somebody pulls me up. And it's like, well, what the hell is wrong with letting somebody pull you up there? That's what we're here for. We're here for each other. And then also that sometimes we're in the role of having gotten somewhere and being the one to show someone else the way. And that both of these roles are vital and wonderful and will contribute to your long-term success. And so I just paused because I'm picking up some guidance and I want to make sure I'm clear in hearing it and passing it along correctly. So you're being guided to take pause and look at where you are in relationship to where you'd like to be next, and to see if you are needing help and support and guidance, to courageously reach out to that person who you know can help you. And even if the form of help is them saying, I'm so glad you asked, I'm actually not the one who can help you, but that person can. Sometimes the role of the supporter is to point someone in the direction that will take them where they need to go. Or are you in a really good place right now where you can look around and say like, hey, I'm in a really good place right now. Who can I help? Who can I support next? And maybe you're in a place where you're doing a little bit of both. Super awesome. I'm hearing that this message is complete and that the guidance you need is there before you. Please be brave and strong and know that support is available at all times. And like Kathy said, like I said at the beginning of the video, in order to receive that which you need and desire, all you have to do is ask. We love you so much. Thanks for tuning in and watching today's live bonus message. I'm going to put a picture of that card because it's just so darn beautiful. And again, if you have questions or comments, shoot them down here. If you would like a customized reading that's exactly for you and your energy, or healing sessions that helps to heal anything that's going on in your physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual body, direct message me or comment here or whatever, and let's connect. And I am happy to be the guy, the gal, the being that is supporting you and pulling you up to where you are ready to go and be next. Have a beautiful rest of your day, whatever day it is that you watched today's bonus video. And I love you guys. Have a great day. Namaste.